We're about to walk into the holiday season, and if you're someone who wants to stay in shape or continue the progress that you've been making throughout the year or just started doing, then in today's podcast episode, I'm going to give you 10 really powerful, practical mindset shifts that you can use walking into this holiday season and actually doing so without it feeling overwhelming or hard or challenging in any type of way. We're going to be setting boundaries. We're going to be making a non-negotiable list, and we are going to be setting you up for absolute success during this holiday season as events pop up, as you're going to be busy, and as you potentially are going to be around family and having a bunch of high calorie, heavy meals surrounding you, which is why I want to start off with number one, which I want to title the holiday plate formula, because this is something that I have been speaking with a bunch of my clients about whenever they are about to go into a Christmas dinner with their business or a family dinner or any type of holiday event that requires for them to make intentional choices in order for them to stay on track. And what I like to share with my clients, and which I've seen been massively successful, is that they start off with figuring out what is the leanest protein option that is on this table. Maybe that is some turkey, maybe that's some chicken, maybe that is something else. But they start with adding the leanest protein option that they can to their plate. The second thing that they do in this holiday plate formula is add a bunch of veggies. So whatever veggies they can find, hopefully it's going to be fresh veggies, maybe it's going to be grilled veggies, something with a bunch of color if possible. They add as much beautiful veggies onto that plate. So now their plate is filled with veggies and lean protein, or at least the leanest kind of protein that they can find. From there, they pick two different delicious holiday treats, and they sprinkle that on top of their plate. This way, they get not just the enjoyment, the pleasure, the satisfaction from the delicious whatever treats are on the table, but the majority of what they get to put in their body is the nutrition that is aligned with their goals, which with most of my clients has to do with lowering their body fat percentage together with building muscle. And let me tell you, it is working for them, and it can work for you as well if you just apply these simple little strategies that we're going to be talking about today. Now, the last part of this holiday plate formula is to eat till you're 80% full. You don't need to overload your belly and feel completely food comaed after the meal. Typically, we all feel best when we stop at around 80% full. And remember to drink water. If you don't drink water, you're going to think you're extra hungry, but really your body's just dehydrated. So drink a lot of water. And we're going to be talking about drinking a little bit later in this episode as well. I don't personally drink alcohol anymore. There's one of the points I want to talk to you about today that could potentially be useful, even if you don't want to give up alcohol, but that could be helping you towards reaching the goals that you want to reach during this holiday season. The second thing I want you to do is create a non-negotiable list. What are the 3 to 5 non-negotiables that you want to put in place throughout this holiday season? Is it that every morning you want to go on a 10-minute walk? Is it that every day you want to set aside 5 minutes for you to just check in with yourself in your journal? 5 minutes to just plan out the nutrition for the day or how you want to feel throughout the day? Is there a single emotion you want to anchor into your body in the morning so that you can have that be with you throughout the entire day? Is the non-negotiable that you don't want to skip a high protein breakfast because you have a tendency to not feel hungry in the morning, and you know that that leads to incredibly crazy cravings later in the day? Is it that you want to hit your protein goals every day? Is that a non-negotiable? Is it that you want to work out for at least 30 minutes a day? That you want to do the quickie home workout program that I have inside of my Dream Life Society app, inside of my December challenge, which, by the way, oh my goodness, in January, sidetrack. In January, we are going to be doing with Solin one of the craziest transformation challenges ever done, because we're going to be giving away a $100,000 with a $50,000 transformation challenge prize, together with a bunch of $5,000 transformation prize winners and $1,000 transformation prize winners. And you can sign up now to my January transformation challenge. And if you get the membership, then you'll also be able to start now. Like, you can start in December and join the December transformation challenge, and then you will automatically be signed up for the January challenge and have the option to win all these prizes. But not just that, you'll get all my workout programs, all my recipes, meal plans, macro tracking, which is now inside of my Dream Life Society. Freaking exciting. Together with all my journaling challenges, weekly calls with me, and chats inside of my community every single thing you are going to get when you sign up today. So just quickly wanted to mention that. But going back to your non-negotiables, what is your 3 to 5 non-negotiables that you want to make sure happens throughout this season? And I recommend you write it down somewhere that you see it every day. Is that your home screen? Is that on your mirror? Is that in your car? Is that a little pop-up notification that you get on your phone to remember to do those non-negotiables? Is it to drink 1 gallon of water every day? Could be. And since we were already talking about workouts, I want you to, through this holiday season, let's say you're traveling a lot or you're just going out a lot, you're going to be very busy. It's creating a flexible A/B workout framework. For instance, does your workout routine look like you're going to have one workout program that you're going to repeat 2 times every single week? Does it look like you're going to try to show up for as many workouts as you can throughout the season, and you cannot skip twice? So what that means is that you're maybe aiming to get 5 workouts in every single week. And if you have 1 day off, you cannot skip the next day. You just have to get up. You have to make it happen, either by setting the alarm a little bit earlier so that you can get it in the morning, or during your break throughout the day, or when you come back at night before you eat your dinner, for instance. How can you set up a flexible A/B workout framework so that you set yourself up for success throughout this holiday season? And maybe you tell yourself, even on busy days, if I can just get 10 minutes in, that means I can check it off my habit tracker, which highly recommend you create a habit tracker if you have not done yet. That's also something that we have inside of my Dream Life Society, inside of my transformation challenges. Now, number 4 is crucially important. It has to do with setting boundaries. And what I mean by firmly and kindly setting boundaries is that unless it's a hell yes, you are allowed to say no to events that you don't actually feel like going to. You are allowed to leave early without feeling guilty about it. You are allowed to communicate food preferences without over-explaining. Hazel in my community, one time we were talking about this in one of our community challenge calls, and she was sharing how it's like when someone has an allergy and they say, oh, I can't eat bread because of this allergy, no one questions it. But if someone says, no, I don't want bread because I'm trying to reach a certain fitness goal, people feel that they can argue with you, which, by the way, she even mentioned, like, you can just say you're allergic to it, which if you want an easy excuse like that, obviously go ahead, do whatever you got to do. But if you just say, no, thank you, I'm going to have this instead, with such a firm tone without over explaining, then I believe no one's going to say anything. And if they do, you just stay firm about the fact that this is the choice I'm making. And that's okay. You should always do the thing that feels aligned to you. You should always do the thing that feels right to you. And you should never do something because you think someone else wants for you to do that instead. Because you need to put your own needs for you and your health first over what someone else wants for you. That is just something I try to live by. And I know it's easier said than done. But the more we can live authentically and show up authentically and share our needs authentically, I believe the more we allow other people to do the same. So you're allowed to say no thank you without over-explaining. Whatever it is that you need to set a boundary for, or whatever it is that you need to express for you to live in alignment during this holiday season, or whenever you listen to this podcast episode. And also, last thing when it comes to setting boundaries is that you are allowed to choose rest when you need. Again, without over-explaining. You are allowed to rest and say, I can't do that because I need to rest. I always believe kindness is the way. So for me, if I don't want a piece of cake, let's say, because I already feel pretty full and satiated after eating out, I'll say, thank you so much for offering. That looks absolutely delicious, but I am so good right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Or thank you so much for inviting me. I would have loved to go, but unfortunately on this day, I won't be able to attend, but I hope you guys have the most incredible time. I believe that if we're kind, typically people are kind in return. So we can set boundaries in a kind and loving way. Now, a lot often happens in the holiday season and we're running around and so much is happening. We're social all the time. So it can be hard for us to stay present and feel that deep joy that we can feel when we don't feel stressed. And so thing number 5 that you could do is create a joy list, a list of things that you really enjoy doing during the holiday season, so that when you're in the midst of doing those things, you can pause and feel that gratitude for wow, I am actually right now walking through this street that is filled with Christmas lights. That is just beautiful and magnificent. Wow. On your joy list, it could be the walking and seeing Christmas lights, or it could be chilling at home with a Christmas movie. It could be baking healthier Christmas treats, which, by the way, I also have a lot of like gingerbread and Christmas cookies and a bunch of Christmas and like holiday treats, high protein, low calorie inside of my Dream Life Society, which you get when you join the current transformation challenge. Maybe it could be spending time with those family members that you hadn't seen all year, or just having more time where you're not working. If you create this holiday joy list, then I believe that when you're in the midst of it, you can feel and be more present during those moments that do fill your body with joy. The sixth little habit is having a check-in every single day. Every morning when you wake up, just checking in with yourself. How am I feeling today? What do I need today in order for me to feel grounded? What version of me do I want to bring into this event? If we can anchor an emotion or a feeling, that's the same thing, Prunella, then we can walk into the day with that inside of us. And whenever I do that, oh my goodness, it feels good. It's really, I was going to say life changing, but it's like day changing. You know, it changes the entire day whenever I anchor in an emotion, a feeling that I want to feel throughout the day, throughout an event, throughout a season of life. It's really powerful. Maybe in your check-in, you want to ask yourself, how can I give myself compassion right now? Or how can I make choices that will make me feel really proud today? Pick your 3 questions that you want to ask yourself every day during your check-in. And that leads me to the 7th little trick that you can use during the holiday season, which is building a holiday identity. I love creating statements, and we do this inside of my Dream Life Society every month for every new transformation. It's like creating a statement. And what if you were to create a statement for your holiday identity? For instance, I am the kind of person who stops eating when I'm 80% full, who hydrates every hour, who can, in a beautifully kind way, set boundaries and live in alignment. What could your holiday statement be? I'm the kind of person who chooses peace whenever someone is giving me resistance. You know, we're surrounded typically around a lot of family members during the holiday season, and sometimes some of those people can trigger us. What do we want in those moments to state to ourselves? That we are the kinds of people who, so that in those moments we don't allow ourselves to get involved in whatever patterns we've been involved in the past, but instead choose to stay grounded, stay peaceful, and stay aligned with who it is that we want to be during this holiday season. And obviously, if we can do it in this holiday season, it's something we can take with us throughout every single day of the rest of our life. The 8th point is the one choice away reminder, which is that the holiday season is really built by a number of choices, right? So it's built by you making one right choice at one meal at a time, or one right choice of getting up when you don't feel like getting in movement today, getting up when you don't want to make space for the 5 minutes of checking in with yourself. It's built by one choice at a time. And you are always just one choice away from living an aligned holiday. And I believe that even if you fell off yesterday, today you are one choice away from making this a powerful holiday season where you stay aligned, where you make the choices one choice at a time that is going to help you move you closer towards the person that you deep down dream of becoming. Now, the 9th point and thing I wanted to chat with you about is alcohol, because I used to drink alcohol every weekend, sometimes multiple times a week, and I would wake up feeling anxious and tired, and it would really just ruin my entire momentum that I had built throughout the past week. I stopped drinking alcohol when I got really excited about the goals that I wanted to accomplish, the things that I wanted to create in my life. And I actually even just stopped having the wanting to drink because I got so excited about these other things in life, where alcohol before was kind of like my escape, my freedom. I mean, the place where I would like have the most fun and let go of whatever I was feeling on a weekly basis. And I don't know about you, but maybe you are like one of my Dream Life Society members who 6 months ago decided to completely give up alcohol, and she has turned her entire life around. Her energy levels are higher than ever before. She's made so much incredible progress, and so many beautiful shifts have happened in her life since she completely quit alcohol. And maybe that is something that you are ready to let go of here and now. If that's you, I support it fully. But if that's not you, I support that too. But here are a couple of different things that you could potentially apply to help you feel better when it comes to alcohol during this holiday season. And number one is that you can, for every drink you drink, you also drink a glass of water. I believe that will make you drink less, but also hydrate you more, which will have the alcohol have a little bit less of a negative effect on your body and how you feel the next day. If you're someone who wants to lose weight, you can swap for lower calorie options. If you've seen some of my reels, my shorts, my TikToks, you know that alcohol has a lot of calories. So if you can swap it out with lower calorie options, then that would be powerful. I also made an episode where I share a couple of lower calorie alcoholic options here on my Challenge Your Norm podcast. So you can check that out as well. The third thing is you can make sure to not drink on an empty stomach. Really, really important. Or fourth option thing you could potentially think about applying is setting a 1 or 2 drink rule. So before you attend an event, you could tell yourself exactly how much you will allow yourself to drink on that special occasion, so that when you go out there and you have fun and you're 2 drinks in, but you promise yourself you're only going to allow yourself to have 2 drinks, when you've completed that second drink, you grab whatever other beverage that is more aligned with how you want to feel the next day and how you want to feel long term. Maybe one of those 4 different ways of going about it could make you feel more intentional about it, but not restricted, hopefully. And the last thing that I want to share with you that I think is so crucial is to completely release the F it mindset. I'm going to say F it, because a lot of us, we have one day off and then we just say F it. I'm just gonna go all in now. But let me tell you something. One day of falling off does not ruin your progress. But what does ruin your progress is if you say F it the day after, and then you do it again and again and again. That is where you fall off. So if you have a day where you fall off, the following day, you pick up your journal and you reflect on what happened. And you ask yourself, for me to succeed long-term next time, what would I like to do differently? And then you make a plan as to what you're going to do this day to reset and get back on track. Do not fall into the effort mentality during this holiday season. I will not support it, because you deserve, if you want a holiday season where you want to just release any type of whatever you have been living and that you just want to break from, go for it. But if you are someone who does want to stay aligned and wants to stay intentional this holiday season, maybe you can find a more balanced approach during this holiday season. I just want you to gain clarity on what it is that will make you feel at your best, whether that's going all in on the cookies or it's staying disciplined or it's somewhere in between. I want you to get real clear on what it is that you want and then stick to that. And you can adjust anytime you want, right? Just because you set up a plan doesn't mean that you can't adjust if you feel that it's not working for you. But don't just say F it if you know that there's something that you deep down want, because you deserve to live in alignment and you deserve to make your goals and dream life happen. So I hope that this episode helped you and that you embark and go into this holiday season feeling uplifted and clear and intentional and just good inside out, because you deserve that. And if you want to join my transformation challenge, my Dream Life Society, you can join now and walk through the 4-step Dream Life system with us, where we not only create your dream body, but also your dream life through my 4-step system. It is wildly transformational and such a beautiful space to work on your goals and on yourself and eliminate limiting beliefs and set up habits that make you feel so freaking good inside out long term. I'm so grateful that you're here on this Challenge Your Norm podcast. If you felt that it was useful, please share it with a friend. It's really the way that you can help me as a host and spread the word about these podcast episodes. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful holiday season. I will see you again later this week for another episode. And as always, remember that in order for you to grow, you have to challenge your norm.